And back to water healing, right? I remember you have a lot of interesting stories to tell. Not stories, like scientific research.
Correct. There's this, most people have heard his name, this Japanese scientist, which he passed away a few years back. His name is Dr. Masaru Emoto. In a nutshell, what he does is he takes water from all different sources. For simplicity, you just put the word generically, like spring water or waterfall water, and he even take water from the tap. So he takes a lot of different types of water. And there's also another thing that he actually write words.
Yeah.
Or sometimes he play music to the words. So what he did is he exposed all these different types of water to certain messages.
Right.
And then he actually froze them. This very, I'm sure it's a very special freezer, in a -4 degree. And then when they take the water out after being frozen, it's the water crystal. When they look at the water crystals underneath a microscope, and those words that is exposed to different messages, different source or whatever it is, has different crystal shapes.
Yeah.
So technically speaking, from his research, those that, let's say, they put thank you and gratitude, has this beautiful crystalline shape, and those is like I hate you has quite ugly shape. Yeah, so it's very
regular, it's very irregular, ugly shape, right?
Very irregular and broken, and there's no structure to it. Regardless of the messages or water source, the point is it will make certain form.
Yeah.
So back to what you were mentioning earlier on, our body is at least the number differs, right? Like some say 60% to 85% of our body is water. And I was always wondering, now why is this range? Because certain parts of our organ has different density of water. So in average, right?
Okay.
So if we keep sending subconsciously, we vibrate in a certain manner that I think I'm not worth it. Like I'm not worth a minute a day to myself. So whatever it is, the program or the conditionings, that the beliefs that our body is operating from, my body has a certain crystalline structure.
Yeah.
Right. So when we do work like this, we can, through the quantum physics concept, we observe, we can help change the message, the alignment, and then the crystalline structure starts to change. So it's not about telling your friend to let it go.
Yeah.
Got this person, do this, do that. We make it. We are not helping our friend. Actually, we're making them feel worse. Just like your friend, right? A lot of people ask him to give up. You're not helping him. You think that you try to help him, but you're not. You're making him, even worse. Yeah. So
And if you tap or do some tapping, and it will change.
correct.
Structure.
Correct. Yeah. So the tapping actually acts as if that you are. It's just like if I put a piece of paper I write a word and I put it somewhere. It's just a piece of paper. Right? If even the metaphor, like you have a delivery, now we're here talking. If your delivery guy puts a parcel on your door, would you know? You don't know. So he has to ring your doorbell.
Okay.
To bring your attention. So in BodyTalk, if you just slap the piece of paper, the water is not communicating with the message on the label. So when we tap, activate tapping is like you just telling, hey, hello, water, this is the message. So we're activating the message, we're telling or we're highlighting or bringing awareness to the water to resonate with that.
Beautiful.
With that
That's
thing.
why
So,
BodyTalk, you have tapping to kind of.
Correct. And we only tap 3 places in BodyTalk. We tap the brain head to represent the CPU of the machine, right? That go make those changes. Whatever we found, the story that we found, we call it the formula. So go make the change, go fix the change, or go save the change, like you make again with the computer analogy. You have made the changes. You still need to click the save button.
Yeah.
And then after that, we tap the gut, which means update every single cell. Because it's 90% of the information, right? Exactly. So we need to update the entire system, not just make the change in locality. So that's very, very
I mean, that is the beauty and the power of BodyTalk.
Exactly.
to understand it and do it properly, right?
Exactly. So that's the
Beautiful. Yeah.
different types of research being done, and the founder of BodyTalk, John, just put all these concepts together in a system.
Yeah.
So it's teachable. That's the key. So it's teachable and people can learn
Learnable.
yeah, teachable and learnable. Exactly.
I suppose you have some links and techniques. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A little share, right? In that
Yeah,
sense.
I will be putting the link up here, and I'm putting a QR code to a link of a video there of this technique called the Cortices Technique. Basically, it's certain tappings that you can do, and you can do it once a day if you want. Sometimes I even do twice a day. It depends on your needs, but if you
Yes.
do once a day, the idea is you're helping the body calm down. Again, I love my computer analogy. It's like if we use a computer, it would be nice for us to do a reboot or reset to a computer on a regular basis. It's just like us, right? We stress and then we don't know, so that it's not cluttered, and we, help things to calm down, clear off whatever is necessary.
Yeah. If this is not calm, this is you're not able to listen to hear as well, right?
Exactly,
So it has to be
exactly.
calm.
Correct.
Very
So you
calm
need
in
to
balance.
so-called shut down. It's even like you wanna pump petrol in your car. You need to turn off the engine. You
Yeah.
need to repair your machinery. You got to switch off
Hmm.
the cable. So same with the mind, the head or the brain. The Cortices technique helps to do a reboot, so that it helps to calm it down, so that the self-healing mechanism can be working well.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love the hypothesis method, and the video is going to explain very clearly to everybody how to do it.
correct,
And
correct.
even young children can learn it and do
Exactly.
on themselves and do for other people, right?
It's great if your kids can learn how to do it, because if they go to school, if they encounter any challenges, sometimes I've seen kids, they felt that they are being bullied or they bully someone, whichever else, exam pressure, they can do this technique on themselves.
Yeah,
Sometimes they have issues and they don't know how to articulate. So it's nice to start the self-healing attitude, the self-care attitude, the accountable for yourself from young. Because we as adults, we learned in the later part of our lives. So new
I,
kids,
I, I remember I shared with you, I taught my nephew
if
Cortices,
you,
right?
yes, right,
Went to school, I say you can do it for yourself or do it for your brothers or your school friends, right? And he did. And there was one standard one, first day in school, this child was crying, and my nephew is the prefect, and crying. Teacher couldn't calm him down, so he, a bit kepo, he went to do cortices on this little child, and he stopped crying.
exactly.
So yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, he was sharing that with me. Yeah.
Yes, and
So
his video is somewhere on YouTube as well. That one is very
amazing.
helpful that kids,
We are accountable, right?
correct,
We can do some, cortices tapping on ourselves whenever we are stressed or we are tired. I think that is something. It's very powerful self care. Yeah,
correct. It's like doing the justice to ourselves.
self care, right?
Yes, so in short, our purpose here is to share how can we bring awareness to ourselves through listening to our body. And there are options that and techniques that we can learn to help our body, help ourselves to be more accountable to our own health and well-being. And when we do that, our kids will observe what we do and they will follow as well. Rather than we do one thing and we tell them to do other things. So this is also a very good way of bonding with the children, and you're bonding to build health and well-being, and that will also help the family dynamics besides just health. And my key message is always, it is so important to listen to your own body. A lot of people with good intention, trying to help and give us advice. At the end of the day, we are still accountable to make our own decisions and be comfortable with it, so that ideally we don't have to live with regrets.
Well, thank you, Irene. I think I really, really enjoy this conversation with you about body talk. I think it's very important that we talk about this during this COVID, pandemic. A lot of people are stuck at home, and there are a lot of external changes and anxiety, uncertainties, and if people don't really listen to the body and just and be mindful of what the body is telling, and try to use cortices or whatever to align and be accountable for their own health. I hope this conversation, can reach out to a lot of people, and people can be more mindful in that sense, and to use their intuitive mind more than their logical mind, and have more balance. I mean, it's not wrong to use your logical mind totally, but I think it's the balance of the two, right? And
That's
over
right.
years, human beings have used too much of the logical mind and not the intuitive mind or the heart mind and the gut brain, right?
Yeah.
So I hope this video that we share and the conversation can inspire people to do that.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you also for your time. And thanks everyone. And enjoy tapping the cortices and have a great time listening to yourself and listen to your heart. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.